Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator Cardiff video. Today I'm going to be taking you through the Môle Airport add-on, which I just got yesterday. Comes in at £9.19. I'm not sure what that would be in dollars, but it's pretty cheap, and for that price it's very high in quality. So we're parked here in a TBM 930 and I'll be taking you through the airport. So let's go over to the main terminal. Now, one thing I'm just going to say before is I don't actually know what it looked like before I got this add-on. What I do know is that right now, after I've installed the add-on, it looks amazing. So you can see here, we have the main tower. Then, if we just go over here, look over there, you can see we have got a hangar for the planes and then a fire truck hangar, so you've got a fire truck in there. One thing I noticed just as I came into this airport, I just landed here, is that if we just turn around, there's this guy here, just right here. Here he is, and he actually moves. And I think this is really cool because normally you have the airport ground staff, and well, they move as well. But this guy's in a suit. He just looks like a normal person who's waiting, getting a bit hot and bothered, like when's my flight gonna come? So yeah, that's a really cool feature that I think they've added. Another nice addition is this clock here. Not sure if it's moving, but it looks nice, and it's actually exactly what it looks like in real life. You have some bushes here, and then down here, which I think is absolutely amazing, is you have like a little sitting area. Got tables and chairs, and it looks so cool in my opinion. It's so cool how they've gone, even just for under £10, they've gone into this detail to put chairs in, and as I said, a passenger. I think it's really great quality for quite a low price for add-ons for Flight Sim. You can see we've got some cars in a car park, some gates around the car park, which just makes it look more realistic. Over here, right into the distance, we have a European flag. And yeah, I think that's really cool. You had to look really closely, but you could see the almost silhouette of planes on the ground. It's almost like when it's been raining and then there's a car in a certain space and then the car moves and then it's all dry where that car was. It's like that, but it's the opposite, so it's darker where the plane is. And you can see with this add-on, it's just these bits here might look a bit low quality, but I actually checked last night when I was getting this, and those marks are actually in real life. Those are in the real Môle Airport. You can see they're around here. They almost look like rainbow tyre marks. And there's no plain sort of silhouette things. Lovely terrain around it, I have to say. Look at those trees, it looks so nice. We'll go back to the plane, get it started up, and yeah. So I love the TBM 930. It's a private plane, so it suits this airport extremely well. Because if you didn't know, Môle is actually in the south of France, and it's just a private airport. So, what's going on with this guy in the pushback tug? Anyway, let's go in the cockpit, get it started up. So, move the crash bar up. Get it started up, everything's ready. Engine starter on. We'll just get it done really quickly. I might be doing this quite wrong because I'm just trying to get it ready as quickly. So I'll do AP on, AP trim, fuel selector auto, starter. There we go. Oh, that's on full power. I accidentally had that on my throttle. So we'll go back, go into light feather. Fuel tank is set. So selected even, not set. We'll just get that done there. Alright, the engine is started up. We'll give it a bit more juice just to get it ready. And I might not even ask for clearance because I'm on my own. I'm not in multiplayer. So I'll just go ahead and taxi to the runway. It's so unprofessional, but who cares? Got to be quick with these videos. You can't have your audience waiting for too long. So we've got nav lights on, taxi lights on, pulse off until we get to the runway. Now you may be thinking, oh, I just turned that off. Oops. You may be thinking, well, why have you got the strobes on if you're not on the edge of the runway? Now, because the TBM doesn't have any beacon light, the strobes actually serves as a substitute for the beacon light. So that's why I have the strobes on. So let's go ahead and release the parking brake. So we'll taxi to the runway. Put the flaps down 1 notch. Taxi. And another thing you'll see as we get closer to the runway, ooh, don't want to hit that car. Another thing you'll see as we get closer to the runway is that the runway colours, well, to me anyway, they seem quite different to what they would be in like a default airport. They look very nice. It has quite a different texture, which I really like. So let's line up, get pulse lights on. I think that's what you do in the TBM. So let's go ahead and get lined up onto the runway. Now, if I just go into external view, you'll be able to see, if you do have Microsoft Flight Sim, you'll know what I'm talking about. Is that you can see like these lines, it just looks very, very realistic, because it's often displayed on the taxiways and default runways that it's like a really smooth runway. But this I quite like because it's textured and it looks visually like cracks. So we'll go ahead and take off. Not exactly lined up on the runway, but that's fine. Get ourselves lined up when we get rolling. So we are rolling, airspeed is alive. Flaps are set. I might need to make a little bit of a control difference in the rudder because it's very sensitive, but we're holding centre line alright. You'll see what I mean about the scenery around this airport. So 100 knots, normally you would rotate at about 80, but you know, because when you get to 120 you can just put gear up, so you can almost get gear up as soon as you're taking off if you go 100 knots. So you can see lovely trees, just look down there, lovely, lovely. And what I do feel is that even though in the title it says Môle Airport, so there we are, we're going again. We had a little bit of a incident mid-flight with the technical things, but we got it set up, and that might be why there's a little blip in between. So you can see lovely trees, lovely scenery in the south of France. Very nice. Look at all those trees. Look at that. So you can see the runway behind us. Might just go look in the south of France because who wouldn't want to? It's a very nice place. Let's give us a little booster seat there. So there we go. We'll just do a circuit around, have a look at the scenery because it is very nice. But on the ground, Môle Airport looks so nice with the add-on. Because I hadn't actually been there before. Don't know if I said that, but I hadn't actually been there before. But from what I see, that's like for the non-handcrafted airports, that's a big update, and it looks very, very good. And I don't think Môle was handcrafted before. So again, another bit of blip. I'll put you there. Hopefully that's a bit of an improvement of where my phone is. Hopefully you can hear me. Otherwise I'll have to do this all again. Alright, so we're just over 4,000 feet. I'll set the altimeter because sometimes it's not the usual 2.9 So we'll just do a circuit around and then go back into Môle. Very nice TBM. So you can see the runway just over in the distance there. And let's turn around, keep the flaps down, really, because then we'll have it already a bit down and then we just have to put one more notch down. Our descent rate is minus 900 feet. So I'll just raise the nose up just before we're landing. You see we got one red on the pappies now. Sterile cockpit mode engage. Alright, let's go. There we go. Ooh, wasn't particularly... Ooh, gosh. Alright, see. I tried to do my best. Didn't go particularly successful. But it's alright. We got on touchdown zone. We have stopped, so we'll taxi back to the gate. Get to see that lovely terminal again. And yeah, it's very nice. And you can see now what I mean about the textures on the runway. It just looks a lot nicer compared to the other non-handcrafted airports. So we'll just go ahead and taxi. Do a bit of a high-speed taxi because I don't want to be too long on this part. But you can already see just over there how nice that terminal looks. Try and keep us on centre line while we're taxiing. Ooh, that's quite, isn't it? That's going very fast, as if we're trying to take off. Knowing this plane and how powerful it is, you probably could take off with that amount of runway. Right, there we go. Just coming to the end. Just coming to the threshold now. We'll turn into the ramp, or the taxiway. Although the taxiway is so small, it pretty much is straight into the ramp. So we're off the runway now. Oh, I didn't actually set that to landing lights. We can turn off pulse lights and turn in here. There we go. Look at that. Looks very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And then I'll just do a quick conclusion on this add-on. And yeah. Looks very, very... I love that tower, you know. So nice. Right, let's stop here so we don't hit this man in the truck. Or in the van even. Not quite a truck. So I'll just go ahead and get the taxi off. Turn this down to low idle. Just get our engine shut off then. Right. So I won't turn the battery off because Flight Sim likes to automatically end the sim as soon as you turn any battery off in any plane. So the conclusion to this add-on is that I think it's a great place to start with Flight Sim add-ons because it comes in at quite a cheap price, and you get quite, as I've said many times in this video, you get quite high quality for such a low price. So yeah, it's a great place to start off. I definitely recommend it, purely because of the tiny details which just makes it so complete. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, that's me, Microsoft Flight Sim Cardiff. Have a good day and goodbye.